Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Ohio State's offense making their way on the field to open this game. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. A jet sweep here. Can the receiver get the edge? The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, they gave up some yards here, but man, that's a pretty good job by this defense against a jet sweep. You see who was carrying the ball there? He can fly. I would argue he's the fastest guy on the field. So you don't give up the big play. You give up a few yards.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The defense has picked up the football going the other way.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
The Volunteers hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, handoff. No shot to bring him down. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Coach.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Point after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Off the play fake on first down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Back to pass. It's Nolan. Receiver makes the grab. Finds room at the 30. Finds just enough space and makes the first down. Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Press coverage now from the secondary. Second down, looking to throw it. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only
down he goes, a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
The Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. The right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
To the air, it's Ayamaleva. And here comes a deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Vols will line up to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And that pass falls incomplete.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will have to kick this away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt in the last possession. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Trying to find room. It's Lewis. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw. It's Ayamaleva. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. And the Volunteers bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick with pretty good distance. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Dumps a short throw down to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Offense getting set. It's second down. And the single back takes the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
And the back gets the football. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Not much on that play, brought down short.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
That's caught. It's Smith. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Short completion there, second down coming up. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The pass rush closing in. And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Forced to punt last time. Tried to add points, build the lead right here. 1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball to 31. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Looking downfield. It's Ayamaleva. He'll take a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 20. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And they get him down after the completion. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. That roughing the passer gives the offense a 1st down. So a new set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer penalty on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Looks like the offense able to recover it there. And a timeout is called. It's on strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. To the air, it's Nolan. Defense is coming after him.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. Gets into space at the 50. Goes out of bounds after an excellent run, but not enough to pick up the 1st down. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the 1st half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. He'll take a deep shot here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And they'll kick it away here. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. He'll hand it off. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Back to throw. It's Nolan. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there. What will be the final play of the quarter. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Split backfield here. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field.
Hold it. Open.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking for a gap. It's Lewis. And the defense wraps him up. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Try and muscle for the first down. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
They'll run it here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. He's hit just before the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense.
He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Strong game by this quarterback. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. To throw, it's Ayamaleva. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator. Playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it. But now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking for the wide out. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. It's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
Now the important point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's on the run. Launches deep. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He hands it off from the gun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The ball took it a cash in this red zone trip. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Tackle made just short of the end zone. They'll put the ball about the 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Can he get there on the ground? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And the ball is trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
That's a second and goal play for the offense.
3:25.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Vols. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball into the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
PHC is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Boy, how about this offense coming through in the clutch? The quarterback makes the throw. Good job by that offensive line. And the receiver delivers for this touchdown. Now, you're down one and you're the head coach. You've worked all this time. This entire season comes down to this. Do you kick the extra point to tie it, or do you go for the lead?
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen? You try to win it in regulation. Let's see. Good enough for first down yardage.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Chance for the quarterback to make some magic here. Last drive, time taken away. And then first down, right back to the running game. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the fourth quarter. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Dropping back, it's Ayamaleva. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it right near the end zone. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Tennessee. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take a knee here, not wanting to spend time on a return. They'll start at the 25. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. And looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. He'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. And he's back to throw again on second down. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able